There's like so many silent films on Filmstruck that I have been meaning to watch, and I have been slacking. So I finally caught up on one of them because obviously I haven't watched enough silent films this month. This was 1926's Bardelys the Magnificent. So this is an interesting film. It was considered lost for almost 70 years because MGM had the rights to the novel written by Raphael Sabantini for exactly 10 years. And in 1936, when they no longer had the rights, they destroyed the negative and all of the prints. So this film was lost. And then, thankfully, someone in France found a print that had almost every reel. It was missing reel 3. And after that was discovered, Lobster Films, Serge Bromberg, my man, helped produce a restoration, and they restored that third reel using stills and bits from a surviving trailer that existed. So it's almost a complete film at this point, and it is fantastic. It's directed by King Vidor. It stars John Gilbert. This was, I think, their third film together. They'd done The Big Parade, they'd done La Boheme, and now they did the Bardelys the Magnificent. So if you've seen The Big Parade, it is a devastating anti-war war film, and La Boheme is a depressingly sad, hopeless romance. If you don't know the story of La Boheme, who are you? So those are heavy movies. So Bardelys the Magnificent is a sort of light romp, a little bit of serious moments here and there, but mostly a light costume romp set during the era of Louis XIII, and John Gilbert is the titular Bardelys. He is a ladies' man. He does not want to get married, but he does like other people's wives. Eventually, he gets into has a bet running with another nobleman that he can get, because the other nobleman tried to woo a woman who was like, nah. And Bardelys is like, I can get any woman. And so they bet each other's estates that Bardelys can't, or that he can. But then shenanigans ensue, because always shenanigans ensue in these types of things. And Bardelys ends up finding a dying man in a barn, ends up with his papers, and eventually gets confused for that man, while then showing up at the house of the lady of whom he's supposed to try to woo. Only now she thinks he's someone else. That someone else has a fiance and is maybe a traitor to the crown. So there's like mistaken identity, there's forbidden love, there's sword fighting, there's all kinds of things in this movie, and it's fun, and clearly John Gilbert had a blast in it. There's this one sequence where he and his leading lady, Eleanor Boardman, are talking to each other while like on a boat, and the boat is going underneath one of those like sort of weeping willow type trees, and John Gilbert's face is like going through the trees, and then her face is like covered by these, leaves, and it's just a beautiful, gorgeous sequence, and it's one of those like, just that sequence alone is worth the movie being restored and being back and available for everyone to watch. So I just really enjoyed this film, and I'm glad that it's available. It's also on DVD with apparently another recently discovered John Gilbert film from the Count of Monte Cristo, which I have not seen, so I need to find that. This is 1926's Bardelys the Magnificent. You can watch it on Filmstruck. You can get it on DVD. It is fantastic. I highly recommend it. John Gilbert for life. He is the greatest. I love him so much.